Don't even care. Moving on. Okay, we're collecting chunks of fruit, I guess? No, seriously, what are we collecting here? If this were Pirates of Dark Water, I'd say they're chunks of mingamelon. Yeah, it could be tacos. Oh, gee. Okay, and A and B do nothing at the moment, it's all just moving around. So why are there things appearing back here? Are those just ones that didn't appear because there were too many sprites on the screen? Because giant blue hands? So it seems to be entirely random when he decides to duck. Well, yeah, I guess that makes some sense. Slices of apple, even though apples weren't really anywhere near the Cave of Wonders, or all that big of a thing in the movie. I guess just the one apple early on. Yeah, bugger. Now, he does duck when the obstacle is on screen, but not really when it's anywhere near him, or when it would make sense to duck, like when he's going over the obstacle. So gotta learn to ignore all these apple slices. Just follow the arrows of the hands. Ah, yeah, thanks, hitboxes. Also, have I mentioned how frickin' terrible this music is? Because basically all the music in this game has been pretty frickin' terrible. At least it doesn't seem like we'll get to Turbo Tunnel level ridiculousness here. Should be a little bit less insane than that. Okay, just suddenly done. And now we're getting other random letters, so our awesome thing of all of the things being like degrees Fahrenheit is gone. Kind of a shame. Also, I will say that I do enjoy the Super NES stages where you're inside the lamp. They are really hard stages, but they're a lot of fun. Start off with half of the screen blocked off. Okay. Also, flamingo platforms. Okay, let's, there. That was more annoying than it really should have been. Thanks, game, for all of the spittin' fish. And for apparently making them have, like, 0 time between jumps. Yeah, when you're taking your cues from the worst of Ninja Gaiden, having, you know, enemies that you have to jump over to hit that are, you know, on the edge of the screen. Yeah, on the edge of the screen, it's just really, really bad. Oh, okay, so apparently in the Genesis version, they did go inside the lamp. So what's the Iago kill counter up to? I want to say we are at 5 with this one. So give me some idea in general how many more stages we might expect. Yeah, wasn't that all frickin' pointless? Okay, evidently this is the last level of the Genesis version. Good to know. Explains why there is such a ridiculous degree of enemy placement being bonkers and stupid. And just really not good. Yeah, sure, he can damage you, but you can't manage to damage him. Why is this a thing, game? Particularly when I have no control of the carpet. Like, it would really be one thing if... I could totally understand it if you did have control over the carpet in any way during these segments. But you don't. And so all of this damage is essentially unavoidable. And to that I just have to say, what the freaking hell, man? Okay, so I guess we do go over here. Sorry for all of that save loading, but, yeah. I can't hit him when he's not on screen! Evidently. Yeah, thanks for that, game. Okay, and that's 6 Iagos killed. One that made it away alive down there. I don't know, maybe Jafar is a necromancer in addition to a sorcerer. Do you have any, No, of course you don't. Why would you have health for sale? Nope, all you have are ways to start the entire level over again. Because that's exactly what we want. Also, as far as villains go, Jafar is kind of short-sighted, only wanting to rule Agrabah. Okay, so then. Apparently this is the last level of the Genesis version of the game. Which, you know, that's okay. Yeah, seriously. Oh, that is... God damn it, game. It's getting beyond ridiculous here. See if we can do that, and just walk along. Really now. Okay, so the thing on the ledge above me was hurting me by just standing there. Didn't realize I'd made it through without taking damage that first time. And yeah, I gotta love randomly placed spikes that you can't possibly know about as you fall. That worked out interestingly well. And lucky number 7. Oh, hi again, Carpet. Time to take a carpet ride and take a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, that was not bad, actually. Oh, okay. 8 Iagos. I suppose technically 9. Okay, and there's number 10. Again, what the hell, game? Do I even need to go up that way? Probably not. Let's just carry on this way. See what there is to see. And there's another Iago who even cares. Really kind of nonsensical when you make an individual character a common enemy, as it is. And we don't get a health refill before we face the final boss. Never mentioned that this game is crap. You know what? I'm gonna win by pelting Jafar with apples. Screw the swordplay. Apples. And Jasmine in the cage, okay. No, you don't get to cast spells, you get apples. Yeah, I guess you do get to cast spells. And I defeated Jafar by pelting him with apples. Just smacked him in the face with apples until he couldn't take it. So, guess that's the game. Yeah, no snake form Jafar. Kind of a shame. I would have, you know, continued chucking apples into his face as well. So, yeah, I have to say, not a good port here. Not by a long shot. Play the Genesis version. Do not touch this version. If the Genesis version isn't your thing, play the SNES version. They are both awesome in different ways. Jeez, I was just reminded that there's also a Game Gear version of this. And there will probably be a regular Game Boy one, and hey, why not a Game Boy Advance one to boot? But we will deal with those in time. I am not going into any of those today. Did I already do the Game Gear version? It's completely possible I did and just completely forgot. My memory is never, ever good. Let's see. No, evidently this is the first Aladdin that, yeah, this is the first Aladdin that I've gotten to with the Lexi games. So has it been looping the credits or is it still going? I'm not even sure, I haven't been paying attention at all. I'm assuming it's been still going, because I don't think games started looping credits until much later on. Certainly been looping the music, but that's another thing entirely. So I feel bad for all these playtesters. Like, it's one thing to be a playtester for a good game. You even get tired of those after a while, of having to try all the things to see where any bugs might pop up, and, you know, replay the same segments of the game over and over again. But to do it on a freaking terrible game like this, well, on porting Super NES and Genesis games to Game Boy Color, a lot of the best Game Boy ports that we've had have been from Super NES to Game Boy. Like, what was it there? Contra 3 from Super NES to Game Boy. Contra the Alien Wars, that was an amazingly good port. And I'm sure it would be far better than any Game Boy Color nonsense they put out, if they even did, for any Game Boy Color Contra games. And it's gonna stay on this... oh, nope, it's gonna wait for us to press a button and then go back. So yeah, this has been Disney's Aladdin on the Game Boy freaking Color. And yeah, no more need be said, we are completely done here.